Hey y'all, it's Mark here again. So it's end of week 1, so day 7 is today. So since Wednesday, I started goal 1 weight. Weighing this morning at 229.4. So for the entire week, that's a total net loss of 4 pounds. Very happy about that. For the water consumption, I've nailed that every day this week. I've got to figure out how I want to present that to you in terms of ounces and whatnot, but I'll figure that out. Let's see, rides on Peloton. Here's some good news. I actually did 2 rides, one Friday and one today. So it's rides number 112 and 113. So I decided, even though the doctor hadn't totally given me permission to go, I went ahead and did it, and did a 30-minute ride on Friday, and everything was fine until I actually came up and out of the off the bike in the 3rd position, kind of up here. I know my head's getting cut off, but and that was all fine, although it did pull on where the incision was. So I did stay in the seat the whole time after that. So. But that was fine. Didn't get a chance to on Saturday, but anyway, I got a ride in today as well. So just doing a C2 one. And the nice thing about Peloton is that with all the coaches, there's all the different types of rides. I did a heart rate ride. Generally in those rides, you stay seated the entire time. It's not any easier than any other ride because staying in the ride, same position, you don't get up, the adjustments are very low, you don't sit up like I am right now. So it's actually very nice ride. So the funny story was on Friday was my day off, so I was able to go out with the dogs on a quick hike. That was actually my lowest day on the steps. So I don't know if I actually mentioned steps. I've achieved my steps every single day, but that was my lowest day of steps. And the reason why was that my mother-in-law was in town and we needed to take her to Memphis to be picked up by my father-in-law and go back to her hometown. So so basically it was like 8 hours of total driving that I did. So I knew that I needed to go ahead and get my that was my dog, by the way. Knew I needed to go ahead and get my steps in ahead of time. But let me tell you something, the water consumption when you're actually trying to drive, I felt like, it sounds a little bit sexist, but I felt like a woman, I felt like I was, every time, normally it's my daughters and wife that need to actually stop and go to the restroom, whereas I have a very large bladder capacity. The only reason why I know that is because when I had my hip surgery, I had 800 milliliters of water in my bladder, and apparently that's actually kind of a lot. So there's a whole story of why I know all that, but or how I got rid of that water. But I'm not going to go into that in this video. So start of week 2. I think probably look for a goal of maybe 2 to 4 pounds of loss. The water weight should be a little bit more that I lose, but if I keep the diet, I don't believe anything schedule-wise is going to stop me from doing that. So, actually, there was one other thing, is that on Friday I actually went and did the Legree method at the studio here in town that I do. So I'm actually sore all over. I was able actually to do most of the movements. There was nothing really lacking, but anyway, this week I will also have my appointment with my surgeon. He should give me the all clear. There's been no complications or anything in the healing process. Just a little bit of tenderness where the incision is. So I'm sure there'll be another like 4 to 6 weeks of actually internal healing, but nothing he's not going to give me the full thing about. So hopefully the only thing I really have to worry about is when he's actually going to give me the go-ahead to start lifting weights. So that'll be the only thing. So anyway, we'll see you guys on Wednesday, and have a great week.